the vice president-elect, I was also an acting senator. I was there.
Trump
and
ain't know that.
Day,
Trump ain't know that, did you?
The United States incited a violent mob.
Did you know that, Trump?
To attack our nation's capital.
Did you know that, Trump?
To desecrate our nation's capital. On that day, 140 law enforcement officers were injured.
Yeah.
And some
did you know
died.
that? Yeah,
and
did you know that?
The former president has been indicted and impeached for exactly that reason.
Exactly.
But this is not an isolated situation.
Nah.
Let's remember Charlottesville, where there was a mob of people carrying tiki torches, spewing anti-Semitic hate.
Yep.
And what did the president then at the time say? There were fine people on each side.
Yeah, you did say that, Trump.
That when it came to the Proud Boys, a militia,
yep,
the president said, the former president said, stand back and stand by.
Did say that. You can't say you ain't say it. Come on, man.
January 6th was.
I know you said it.
I say, we don't have to go back.
Let's turn the page on Trump.
It's time to turn the page.
Look at his face. That face, he said it. He mad because the truth is coming out, man.
Campaign for you to stand.
Boy, you look guilty. You look like his first 48.
To stand for our
Trump look like his first 48
hours.
You know, when they sit you in that room, they hand you them bag of chips, or they hand you that cigarette, and they got all the evidence on you, and they point towards you, and you know they got you. First 48 face look.
Donald Trump, the
first 48 face look he got on.
This election, there will be a bloodbath. If this and the outcome of this election is not to his liking.
Trump, you said that on 3
Let's turn the page on this.
You said that about 3 times.
Let's chart a course.
And you were demanding it too.
And not go backwards.
You said that 4 times.
Let me just follow up here.
It was a different term, and it was a term that related to energy, because they have destroyed our energy business.
That was not related to no energy.
Also,
that was not related to no energy. You said that about the illegal immigrants. You said that another time. You said that about 3-4 times, man. Stop capping.
They will see it was perfect. It was debunked in almost every newspaper, but they still bring it up, just like they bring 2025 up. They bring all of this stuff up. I ask you this. You talk about the Capitol.
Trump, you sat down with the
people to come through
over the education.
She's not doing anything. And I'll tell you what I would do. And I would be very proud.
Your last interview you did with the lady.
Leave this debate right now.
With over the educational people that wrote, the lady that wrote the educational part for 2025, you sat down with her. Come on.
Let her sign a bill to close up the border, because they have the right to do it. They don't need bills. They have the right to do it. The President of the United States, you'll get him out of bed, you'll wake him up at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you'll say, come on down to the office, let's sign a bill. If he signs a bill that the border is closed, all he has to do is say it to the Border Patrol, who are phenomenal. If they do that, the border is closed. Those people,
they had that.
Many people.
They had that, and what you did. They had that, what you did.
Focus on this next issue, both of you, because it really brings us this into focus. Truth.
You called them people and told them not to sign it. They had that.
3.5 years after you lost the 2020 election, you repeatedly falsely claimed that you won. Many times saying you won in a landslide.
Yeah,
in the past couple of weeks leading up to this debate, you have said, "quote You lost by a whisker. That you quote, didn't quite make it. That you came up a little bit short." Are you now acknowledging
that you lost
in 2020?
I don't acknowledge it at all. I said that sarcastically, you know that. It was said, we lost by a whisker. That was said sarcastically.
But you still said it though, right?
There's so much proof.
But you still said it, right?
And they should have sent it back to the legislatures.
If you said it in a sarcastic way, you still said it, right?
The most votes any
city president
has ever gotten.
But you still lost.
I got 63, which was what I got in 2016.
You said I lost by a whisker.
The election,
but you said you lost by a whisker, but you still came out there and said you won.
And we have to have.
But you talking about you was stolen from you, but you still said it though.
Good elections. Our elections are bad.
But you lied to your people.
Illegal immigrants coming in, they're trying to get them to vote. They can't even speak English. They don't even know what country
That's
they're
a
in
lie.
practically. And these people
That's
are
a lie.
trying to get them to vote. And that's why they're
That's a
allowing
lie.
them to come into our country.
I did watch all of these pieces of video.
I believe y'all
I didn't
just
detect
trying to
the
get
sarcasm,
them
lost by a whisker. We didn't quite make
to
it.
vote.
And we should just point out here as a clarification, and you know this, you and your allies, 60 cases in front of many judges, many of them
No judge
Republican,
looked at it.
and said
They
there was
said
no
we didn't have
widespread fraud.
standing. That's the other thing. They said we didn't have
Watch it.
standing, a
He panicking.
technicality. Can you imagine
Trump
a
is
system
panicking.
where a person in an
When
election
Trump leaning
doesn't have
on that
standing,
stand
the
like
president
that,
of the
Trump,
United States
it get
doesn't
weak.
have standing. That's how we lost. If you look at the facts,
Trump
and
can't
I look
stand
at
straight
it,
up.
you'll do a special on it. I'll show
Trump
you
getting weak.
Georgia, and I'll
Panicking.
show you Wisconsin, and I'll show
He
you
can't stand that
Pennsylvania,
long.
and I'll show you. We
Trump
have
be
so many
panicking, man.
facts and statistics, but you know what? That doesn't matter because we have to solve the problem that we have right now. That's old news, and the problem that we have right now is we have a nation in decline, and they have put it into decline. We have a nation that is dying, David.
Mr. President, thank you. Vice President Harris.